Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming. Here we are back in London, in Watchdog Region. The arch thing in the background is part of what used to be Euston Station, which is a big station in North London, and there over there is the current station, which is awful. It's one of those cases in London, it probably happens all over the world, where they tried to, many decades ago, they tried to knock down loads of Victorian buildings and replace them with modern rubbish, and unfortunately Euston Station was one of the ones that got demolished, and so they've got this awful modern thing which is now very dated. Actually, it's not in good condition, whereas all the other main stations in London are all still basically the Victorian designs which have stood the test of time. Anyway, that's a whole other topic. So today, just a small video really. It's about something that I've seen quite a lot, and I wasn't going to comment on it, but it's come up so often when I've been watching different feeds on different platforms that I thought I should say something about it. So it's about Avowed, which is a game by Obsidian Entertainment, who I like a lot. They made Fallout New Vegas, they made The Outer Worlds, and both those games are games I really enjoyed. So it's a company I really like. And the thing that's strange, and there's other parts about things that have been going on with that, but I'm not going to go into all of that yet. I will later on at some point, but the thing that's very odd is Elon Musk, who you must know is a famous rich philanthropist with lots of money and lots of power, and he made some comment about video games not having pronouns in them with their fantasy games and things like that, which he said it's inappropriate and they should never be in them. And to be honest, he's kind of right. I've already said that in previous videos. You can't have a fantasy game and use modern slang or modern tropes in a fantasy game because it doesn't fit. So he's kind of right. I don't know every single thing he said or why he said it, but the gist of what he said is right, and who cares? He's entitled to his opinion, just like anybody else, and he's very rich and very famous and very powerful. So out of that, the art director at Obsidian, who made Avowed, I think his name's Matt Hansen, if I'm not wrong, decided to call Elon Musk out and basically tell him how awful he is, and he doesn't care what he thinks. He made a game he likes, he doesn't care, and he got into a whole rant about why he thinks Elon Musk is wrong and how he thinks he's a bad person, and it's very strange. It's a bit like you have this thing currently with many Hollywood stars, and they say something on YouTube or in an interview or whatever, and it comes out really badly because what they've expressed is something really stupid, and then the production company or the filmmakers are like, oh my god, you said this thing, it's going to affect our budget, and it's very similar. It's like if you're someone who's making a product or involved in making a product to sell to the consumers, whether it's a movie or whether it's a game or whatever it might be, what you don't want to do is draw attention to your game and fight with someone very powerful for no reason. Like I said, Elon Musk is entitled to his opinion. I agree with it, but whether it's right or wrong, he's entitled to an opinion. Who cares what he thinks? You've made your own game. You just made your game. That's all you need to do. So why this guy Matt Hansen would go into a rant to fight with Elon Musk, which you're not going to win a fight with Elon Musk, because like he's got more money than Obsidian and everybody to do with that put together. So he doesn't care. He can do what he wants. He's not going to be bothered what Matt Hansen says or what anybody else says. And also, it's going to draw lots of attention to your game. Now, I didn't know a lot about Avowed other than like bits of trailers I've seen over the last few months, years, about what it might be and how it sounded, and it sounded like it was going to be pretty good. I like Obsidian, as I said. So why would the art director, who's employed by Obsidian and his job is to sell the game to consumers, decide to highlight things about the game? Because as we know, many people don't like pronouns in fantasy games. Many people have problems. There's loads of instances where people get really annoyed by that on YouTube. Many people don't like wokeness and those kind of things in video games. So why would you draw your attention or everyone's attention to your game having pronouns, or your game having some wokeness, or anything like that, when you know it's controversial and you're going to attract a lot of people looking at the game for the wrong reasons. It may be that later down the line people wouldn't like the game anyway, or people would find other things about it and draw it out on that because it's got wokeness or pronouns, I don't know. But why would you do that in such a massively public way to someone who you've got no way of influencing him? He doesn't care who you are, he doesn't care what you say, and he's, like I said, he's a billionaire. So it's, of all the people to pick a fight with, Elon Musk is not the one, and it serves no purpose to your company or your game or the rest of the people in your team to be picking a fight with him, because you can't win. There's no benefit to this for him or for Obsidian or for the game, and it's just going to mean that everyone's now looking at this game more intensely as being, is it woke, has it got some message in it, rather than it just being a game. And it just struck me as such a dumbass thing to do. And we all believe things, you know, everyone has beliefs. And even if you work in McDonald's or in an Amazon warehouse, you can't necessarily express your beliefs in that environment because they may not be compatible with the environment or the company, and that's what we all go through. So why famous people, rich people, celebrities, actresses, actors, singers, people in gaming, developers, think they can express their opinions where they want and it's not going to affect them or their product is ridiculous, because we all have that. Everyone has that. I have that when I make YouTube videos. I can't express every single thing I think because some of it may not be appropriate for the channel. So it's really weird that someone just thinks they can say and do what they want with no consequence, without any thought to anything else other than, I want to say this, whether he believes he's right or wrong. And obviously he believes he's right, but we all believe we're right about certain things, but sometimes you have to keep your mouth shut. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth, and it's got very dark in London since I started playing this today. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care for now.